Sent a 7:05 first pitch, but
Well,
that's a bad number. 7:07,
yeah.
much
What's
better first pitch time.
TBS always rocked differently back in the day. Every show started at 7:05,
It did,
or
didn't it?
every game started at 7:05. 6:35. Never
Yeah,
was like seven. Never on the top of the hour or the bottom of the hour. It
I
was always a
know.
five off the edge. Like, why do you think Ted Turner did that?
I can tell you why. I think I know why. Actually, it's a great question, and this is probably why. There was live entertainment. He knew that people would start to channel surf. All the networks and everything kind of go to the same commercial breaks at the same time.
Yeah.
If you think about it, like if you're on the big three on a Sunday night, bam, you goes to a commercial. You're watching a show, not live sports, but you're
Yeah.
watching a show. It's all the same. So I think he figured out he could nail that in between with the surfers. And that kind of is the demographic
Oh,
that I think he brought in, if you think about it.
yeah. Then he could also block it. Yeah, maybe he blocked out some surfing too by ending things a little later. You know what I mean? Like a
Very
minute or two or
true.
three later to like keep them more captive. I don't know. It was definitely unique. It's the only station I've ever seen that did that consistently with every single show. You know what I mean?
Oh, but
I don't care if it was I Dream of Jeannie, Bewitched, Gilligan's Island, Atlanta Braves baseball, whatever it was,
that's it.
wrestling. Like,
By the way, we're live, Blasey. I mean, we do look.
yeah,
Everybody, this is how we do this, and a lot of times, and we've been saying this lately. We just forget to press record. We just dive into like hell. We did. You think we talked about this time slot thing? But it's a
no.
good point, and that's exactly why. And now I kind of want to go and validate it and make
Well,
sure.
and I'll tell you what started it is I was actually over there. All right, so I made it back in time today.
Where
Got to
were
sit.
you exactly? So I mean, where is this place?
Yeah, so this morning I took Hale and his friend Aiden. I was like, listen, I got to go to my mom's. She's managed to, one lawnmower won't crank with a battery. I just put a new battery in. It won't crank. The other one, she managed her zero turn to go buy a sheet she had laying on the ground, dragging some leaves around. She got too close to it, wrapped the blade, the sheet up on the blade. So now she's down all lawnmowers. So I was like, look, I'll come by there tomorrow. So I told the boys, let's go up to Op. Let me get these lawnmowers straight. So I got both lawnmowers worked out. And then I'm going to take y'all down to Holmes Creek, which is in Holmes County, which is north of Ebro, about 20 minutes. You know
Oh,
where Ebro is, right? Where the dog track is? Or used to be the dog
I
track.
know where Ebro is.
Yes, yes, yeah.
I,
So
I
yeah, it's about
doubt
20 minutes
the
up
people
there.
I doubt everybody in this room knows where Ebro is, but yes, 100%.
Yeah, it's so Cypress Springs is the springhead that starts this whole operation, and
Okay.
it's a great place. We went canoeing there Monday, but these jack clowns left their life vest and left their Crocs up there. Noah and Hale did, so we had to go back and get them. So that's why I was trying to make a loop. So,
Dude,
but,
it's cheaper to just buy new Crocs.
but no, it wasn't because I wanted to go back there and let them swim. Because at the end of the canoe trip is what you saw, which is that
Okay.
giant platform, and they got a diving board, they got a slide, they got this rope swing that's insane, takes you out over the middle of the river, and
I wish I had
it's
that video to
$5 just
show
to go do
everybody
that.
right now.
So I paid them $5, and we went and tore that thing up today. So
You went there the other day too, didn't you?
that's what I said. I went there Monday, so I had to go back today to pick up the Crocs.
that he sent me this video. I wish I had it queued up, but you got out there and you swung on this rope, and I think you kind of just it looks like you lost your momentum and you
the
tried
legs started
kicking.
flipping. Dude,
Yeah,
it's a much longer pendulum type swing than what you expect. I mean, it's
Yeah.
a crane. It's not a crane, but it's just a big giant bar that goes out. It ain't just a tree rope swing. Like, this is a platform. You jump off, and you better have momentum, or you're gonna go right into the earth right there.
How high is that platform? At least 12, 15 feet?
That's about right. If I had to guess, it's about 13 feet. Just
Okay.
staring at it. And so but it takes you way out because the connection point is on out in the river. So you get way out. Now today I did much better. I got where I was releasing at the highest point and actually launching up in the air, and not coming back down and coming down with a weird belly flop. So
Do we have video, hopefully?
we don't
For
because
future use. No one took a video?
not today because it was just us three. And so and we were up on the platform, and we were attacking. We were playing this game. Like, one would go off, next one would go off, and we'd all try to go off as fast as we could. But we had a blast, man. It was nice. But I made it back to studio, got in, was checking out a little bit of Prime Time with Alex Stein, and then was hoping to get good ending though on his freestyle rap. So that's why I told you I'd be in at 7:05. I was like, let me watch the end of this show. So that's that's how we got to the Ted Turner start. Maybe we do all our lives at 7:05 from now on.
We will. I mean, they'll officially always be posted at 7, but y'all, I think they probably chat's figured out we're casually late.
You don't want to try the Ted. You don't want to try the Ted Turner technique.
We could do it at 7:05, but I think we'll show up at 7:10. I mean, I know us. We show up though. That's the main thing. We
do
show up, and so does the chat, man. The chat is in here live. We've got Hillbilly 88, Texas Hillbilly. That dude is awesome. Of course, Paul Rogers with us
Paul
as
in the house.
always. We've got Bubba Fan 69 says yo MFers. What is up? Henry, our resident shark expert, is in the house.
Yeah, man.
Bubba Fan makes a good point. Why is your mother mowing her own grass?
Man, dude, she kind of she's I'm not gonna give her age, but she's not a young, she's not super young anymore, but she likes to get out there and get after it, man. She's got a nice zero turn. I go up there and cut.
Okay.
Like today when I ran that lawnmower.
She's riding on a toy. She's playing.
She is riding on a toy. She gets out there.
That makes sense.
There's like an empty lot that I kind of bush hog with this older mower, and as soon as I got it going, I'd already done it the other day, and I just cut it again. But she likes to cut the grass around the house, dude. She's very capable. I mean, she's highly capable.
Well, I think we're all envisioning her just behind the push mower, you know what I mean?
Like, she's on a fine zero turn.
Well, then get after it. Absolutely get the hell after it.
Them skag mower deals. Yes.
Airplane Willie is in the house. How's our audio, everybody? Because like we always say, are we pretty balanced? Can you hear Blasey well? I sound loud as hell. I may need to turn it down. I don't know.
Y'all turn it up.
Does he need to turn it up? It's this thing that we do every show now. But I would rather get it out of the way and get it fixed. Anyhow, Henry says if his mother could, she'd be in the yard every day. Look, I get it. There's some people that love that. Audio's great, Henry says. Perfect. All right. I hate it. Just bottom line. It takes me an hour to do my yard. If I had the right tools, I could do it in 25 minutes. I have little battery packs and shit like that. But I have a little push mower. It takes me literally like 5 to 7 minutes to cut my grass. It's no big deal. And I don't mind doing it here. But I did it enough when I was a kid cutting acres, and it would I would cut my granddaddy's yard, and it was on this old Cub International tractor from the 60s. He loved this thing. It had this belly mower on it, and with him, I had to go in a row, and when I got to the end of the row, instead of like squaring it off, you know what I mean, making a big square and just doing that, no. I had to go down. I could make like 3 rows, so I'd have space. And I would have to go there, turn around, back up, and then come back up that row. Like I'm striping it. That's what I was doing. But that's all. And finally, as he got older, I was like, Granddad, I can cut this grass in half of the time if I just don't have to do that. I don't mind, but I was also cutting my dad's grass. That next door was not as big, but it still took about, 2.5, 3 hours. And then by the time you weed eat it, it was a full day to do it. I was a kid. Of course I was the one doing it. I didn't mind it at all, but I had enough of that crap. So, yeah. Yeah. But I think those zero turn mowers would be a lot of fun.
Oh, man, those things are special. I just got an electric mower here. My lot here in Hammock Bay is pretty big lot in Hammock Bay, but it's at the edge of where a push mower is plenty, and it's still about 45 minutes of cutting, right? But a riding mower is probably just too much. You know what I mean?
You have a much bigger backyard. That's a substantial, a lot bigger than what I've got, but that's it. Your front is about as much as I have to cut. Yeah, at your house.
I enjoy cutting it, honestly, I do, but I make my oldest one cut it. I won't say I make him, but I do make him, but it's fun. I enjoy drinking coffee and sitting there watching him cut grass.
Oh yeah, that's happening next year. That's happening next year.
People should do no, you got to cut out around that first.
the hell's wrong with you?
I'm yelling at him, across the yard. He's looking at me. You're not cutting out. Look, you're leaving blades of grass.
Senior field correspondent Riley Salter will be mowing the shit out of the yard next year. I can assure you of that. We've gone over some things. We wanted to get this badass weed eater. So our neighbor, they were going to cut grass in the neighborhood this summer. My neighbor TJ has a badass electric mower, and that thing is awesome. I've cut with it, self-propelled. It's like a damn Cadillac, and it just with battery packs like this big on it. It's one of those deals. Yeah. It's awesome. Whenever mine dies, finally, I'm 100%. That's the way I'm going for sure. I feel they're safer and all of that stuff. So anyhow, they were going to mow with that. I was going to get them a good weed eater, battery powered and all that, and they're like $400 to get a good Milwaukee Tools one and stuff. Like, you can get them cheaper than that, but I mean, if you're going to do it right is the way that I like to do things. So anyhow, didn't get those. I've been limping through my own yard because I realized, man, he's only 12 years old. But I mean, hell, I was probably 12 years old when I started. I told him, I said, dude, you're playing football now. Get ready. You're 13 next year. You're cutting the grass next summer. Daddy's done. This is it.
It's time. It is time. Yeah, it is. It is. Yeah, wait, dude, you're talking about 5 to 7 minutes. Is that what you just told me? Oh, I just heard thunder. We may have a little storm coming up here.
Oh, they're storming all around us. Oh, my friend Mallory is in the chat.
What's up, Mallory?
Big shout out to Mallory. She got me off my writer's block, Blasey. You and I talked about that when I was in Florida. Like, we started overthinking everything. Yeah, we were running wide ass open, and then the whole thing with Bubba hit us. And then we start like, oh shit, we got to make a whole other show for Bubba, which was fine. I don't mind doing that at all. And then we still have our show. Oh, by the way, at the exact same time, this whole TV deal hit us.
Yeah.
And it's just all coming at all angles, and we had to figure out our groove. And we told everybody that give us some time, let us figure this out.
Yeah, we'll work
and through it. I tell you, I think we really kind of started
formula here.
Kind of started figuring it out, and it's starting to rock and roll, dude. We've had some social media posts, and we're going to get into that here in a little bit and talk about some of this stuff. But we've had things that have been blowing up, from the cornhole toss, of course, on to brisket videos. And I met with a chicken salad cat that's like, chicken salad's just viral right now. It's insane. So yeah, we're going to get into all of that. But shout out to my pal Mal, who absolutely, we've been chatting. She's also CBE Properties is what she's the marketing person for that, and her husband, and they are building property on Toledo Bend, and it is amazing developments. I've been telling you about her. Yeah, she's awesome. She is very awesome. If y'all ever want to retire to Toledo Bend and look at places, that is go look their stuff up. Facebook, TikTok, all of that. But dude,
I think that calls for a shot of some alpha.
It does call for a shot of alpha. And let me tell you why, Blasey. Let me tell you why. I'm talking about Toledo Bend. You're talking about alpha. We have merged these two things. As you know, I love Toledo Bend. They're a sponsor of ours now, Blasey. Starting this week, they are now a sponsor of ours. They sure as hell are. And we'll show that commercial.
We're starting to grow little wings here. You know what I mean?
We are
soon. Like little flap there.
It's just unbelievable. We have some other sponsors coming on board too.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
Like,
go ahead and name them.
I'm going to name them. We're going to show them here in a minute. But like the Florabama ladies.
Booyah!
And Florabama is now a part of the Tigs Bits empire, if you will.
The best honky-tonk bar in America. Honky-tonk beach bar in America, hands down. Nothing like it on earth. And now they are a sponsor of Tigs Bits.
Not even close, dude. Yes, they are a sponsor of Tigs Bits. And if that wasn't enough.
Are you kidding me?
Well, first of all, we can't forget our friends at Boil Boss.
Oh, Boil Boss. They're still sitting over
here. We can't
here.
forget our friends at Boil Boss.
Absolutely. Every show.
everything's still rocking and rolling. Yes, there is crawfish season's over, but they have burners, jets, paddles. Those paddles alone are worth getting for anything else. They have seasoning. They have all of that stuff. They have more than just the little ring that sprays water on your pot.
Hey, we
They're
still
much
got
more
shrimp.
than that.
We got crab. You still want to soak everything. You don't want everything to sit there and just as you're trying to get the flavor injected into it, just overcook them. So
That's
you got to
exactly
shut that
right.
bowl down still,
That's
no matter what
exactly
you're cooking.
right. I had some
Yeah.
good crab Sunday night.
Oh,
My neighbors Shane and Renee, which I'll talk more about Renee and how this whole thing developed with chicken salad here in a minute. But they had crabs, barbecued crabs. They barbecued them, Italian dressing and all this stuff. Dude, it was fantastic. Speaking of crabs, but another sponsor in this, like they've just everything's just coming and popping.
bam, 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 all at one time.
Good friends at Turtle Box, Blasey.
Absolutely.
Turtle Box. I mean,
Wait to have Turtle Box on board here too, dude. You talking about a great product. I don't have one, but I've seen them. I've seen them in action.
We're going to have one.
That is the best, outdoor speaker.
Well, we saw them at the beach the other day.
Yeah.
You see them at the beach all the time.
Yes.
My JD Marsh, he has one there. They've been sponsored by them.
It's
Great
the Yeti
people.
of the outdoor speaker.
Hey,
You know
that's
what I mean?
exactly what it is.
Yeah.
That is exactly what it is. And you can get two of them, make it stereo. You don't need two of them though. One is
Loud.
One is loud. It works. It works just fine. It works just fine. But yeah, two of them, and it's even better. But yeah, man, what the hell's happening?
No,
What
man,
the
good
hell
things
is
is what's happening. You know what I mean? Good things are happening is what's happening. Man, it's like I said, our wings are sprouting out a little bit.
They
We're getting
are.
get a little lift off. Hey, I do want to mention this since we're talking about wings. This is kind of a little sentimental deal. So there's this. I had these dove. I think I've told you about these dove, and you saw them when you were here. That were out here
Oh, yes,
on
yes,
the back
yes.
porch,
A dove
right?
update.
I've been
Yeah.
watching these dove, man, for like before I went down to Tampa, these dove were here, and they laid eggs, mama dove, and watching them work together. Then they hatched. I think when you were here, they'd already hatched, right? Yeah, they were little
They
babies. up there.
hatched, and then there was an incident on the day that we left where there was like a bloodied egg.
But that was
and
actually just a remnant. I come to find out there was nothing
Oh,
wrong.
okay.
There was nothing wrong. That was just
Okay.
Yeah, everything's fine.
yeah, like it came out of its shell or
Yeah,
whatever. And
yes,
okay,
and it was,
okay,
yes,
okay.
that's all that was. And
I got it.
so it's interesting. The other day on Sunday, I saw those dove out there Saturday, and on Sunday, unfortunately, dude, my dog of 18 years died. Chloe,
So sorry,
sweet
dude.
Chloe. No, man, she was a great dog, great life, lived
Oh,
a
yeah,
fantastic life. But
I'm glad
a
I
little
got
bit
to see her again.
it's kind of just so cool, man. I thought the same day that she died, one life ended and another life began. They flew out of their nest and they left.
Oh, nice.
So I hadn't seen them since Sunday, and so I was like, man, that's kind of wild. Chloe's gone, and now they're gone. I was like, but that's just the cycle and circle of life, right? So
Circle of life.
today, guess what? Those two
They came
doves are
back?
back. The babies are back. They're out here beside the fence. The mom is on the other side of the fence in the neighbor's yard. I swear she was training them. Like she sat over there and refused to come get
Well,
them.
she
and
was when I was
them,
there. feeding
making them
and-
work to fly
yeah.
over that fence to get to her. Like it was just like a little training exercise. That's what I figured out. I was like, that's what she's doing. She's over there just like, no, I'm not coming to get you. They're just bouncing up and down the fence. So
Mother
that's the
Nature's
first
so
time I've seen
damn
them since
cool,
Sunday.
dude.
So
Well, that's good. They're
yeah,
back.
it's cool, man. They're back. They're
I
back.
love
But
it.
Dove update. It was so cool watching those doves.
Dove
that
up.
whole
I
deal.
think we're
The
gonna have
dove
to
were
add
awesome.
that to it, to everything. Look,
It's like
Bubba
the Good
Fan
Report.
69, the most important sponsor, and zero doubt about that, is the Bubba the Love Sponge show.
Oh,
Yes,
hands down.
of course,
I mean, look,
and the
I
Bubba
mean,
Army. No, yeah, that goes without saying. Alpha.
Yeah, we didn't think
Bubba.
we'd forget about that.
No,
Like,
never.
That's like
Absolutely never, never, never. No, just
Standard
these are the
operating procedure.
these are the latest commercials that will be running on the Tigs Bit show. Let me read. I think I should. That's what I'm saying, Blasey. We do these shows to where they're all the same. Like we just do our show,
Yes.
and then we kind of forget what show we're in.
We may run an Alpha commercial too.
Why would the hell wouldn't we run an Alpha commercial?
I've already made one.
I love the Alpha, and I did not take it because Blasey's using it so much, and he doesn't love cologne. That I was thinking that he would only get it, love it, whatever, and then he'd never use it. But it's just become a prop, so I gotta get it there. Texas Hillbilly, I'm glad you bring that up, brother. We do need to set up Super Chats. Would love to have that. We are so daggum close
We're
to
trying,
getting
man.
there.
We're trying.
Look, we've got these videos that we're putting out. That's where the watch hours come from. They don't come from the little short clips, which those are great. Those are fun. We're getting lots of views on those things. They help. They help bring new people in, but man, it's the watch hours on our full content. And we're putting 3-4 different things out a week. I know everybody that's in here right now is watching it, but if you're watching this after the fact, please go and watch some of that stuff. Give it a like, share these things. Because we're so close, we want to receive Super Chats because, as you will hear in our exclusive Bubba show that looks like it'll be dropping tomorrow, Blasey.
Oh,
we never know.
Never
Never know. It looks like it may drop while we're doing this, but it hadn't dropped
Thursday,
before
right? Yeah.
we did this.
It has not dropped as of now.
It has not dropped, at least as of in the last 30 minutes that we're aware of. But we don't care, by the way. We don't care. I sent it to Seth this morning, so I highly doubted it was going to come
How
today.
good of a guest did we have on that one, though?
Dude, that was a fun one. So it's a good one. We have our boy Kurt. Damn it, what's his last name?
Yeah, with News Nation, man.
Yeah, he's with News Nation.
Kurt Bardella.
Kurt Bardella. Yes, I watched him.
Bardella,
I saw him on this evening.
Yes.
He's fantastic. Look, let's let the cat out of the bag here. Address the elephant in the room. He may not be everybody's cup of tea that follows our show, and that's okay. He's been known to be a little bit politically divisive in the past. But this interview, I would have never known that. Like, we didn't talk. We talked about politics. We definitely talked about politics,
but we also talked about like what we all talk about too on the show all the time. Is like, hey, there's way more here that unites us than divides us, and both parties have done a great job of dividing us. And he's one of those that fully believes, like, I mean, there's no reason you can't be a little bit more left or a little bit more right, and we still all get along and have a good time.
Correct.
And he's proof of that, man. Like we talked about how comparing politics to wrestling, and like how it's the same thing. It was such a cool interview.
I'm glad you bring that up.
Honest, man. I thought it was so cool. I mean, he was a cool cat. That's
Lacey,
cool
it's almost like you had a script of what I was going to do and you didn't. But I think this shows, Mal. This shows how damn much we're back in sync.
Oh,
I mean, TM machine. I always say people on the right and the left in media, like, they aren't as right and left as they pretend to be.
That is correct. Heels, baby faces, the production,
and they make turns. And they work the gimmick, and they'll make a heel turn or a face turn when needed. For whatever purpose they need to use it for.
It is nothing but wrestling that's going on.
It is.
There,
oh my God.
What I mean?
I have told people, I say this all the time. If you don't understand politics today, just take 3 hours, watch Monday Night Raw on the USA Network or SmackDown on Fox, and it will all make sense, because that's what it is. It's like, you might as well just say, like, hey, Marjorie Taylor Greene, she's Charlotte Flair, Donald Trump might as well be Stone Cold Steve Austin. Joe Biden is Ric Flair. I mean, like, that's what this is.
I mean, it's 100% right.
That's so good. It was so so true, dude. So true.
It is. True. I mean, what a damn professional. Once again, so when we didn't get to tell this side of the story, Blasey, how did this happen? Oh, go.
Oh my gosh! Literally. So we had already planned to record at what I think we're supposed to record at 1:30.
1:30,
PM.
Yeah.
And so already planned. We planned like what topics we're going to talk about. We got a guide, what we're going to follow, and everything. And then suddenly I get a call from JR, and this is like, man, I don't know, maybe 1:10, 1:15. Like, we're about 10, 15 minutes away from going. He's like, hey man, got us a guest coming in. He can't get here till 2. He tells me who he is, and I was like, sounds good to me, man. I'm not going to say no. This sounds great.
No.
Like, I had zero prep on this guy. You know what I mean? And I'll just be honest, I've never watched that channel ever up till now. It's like, and I'd heard of him.
Yeah.
Like, but I don't know anything about him. I'm like, well, let's do it.
So, I know. He's like, okay.
You can't say no. He said, no, I got it. But, dude, I mean, props to JR. I was like, you got to run point on this, brother. I was like, I'm going to jump in where I can. I'll look at a few things real quick, and we'll have fun with it.
Zero prep. But that's sometimes when we do our best work, Blasey.
I thought it was a great show, and I thought
it's a fantastic
JR did a phenomenal job running point, as he should have. in that situation.
Yes.
And we jumped in, and then Kurt, like he said, he's just such a pro. It's kind of like Marty Smith type deal. You just kind of turn him on and let him go, and it's just a good show, you know?
I mean, I just said it was just like Marty Smith. That's how damn good this dude is that you're just sitting there, and the next thing you know, you're just having a conversation with someone who they've kind of taken control of the narrative of this show. Not really the narrative, because JR was really good at bringing it back to some craziness, to bring it back to a Tigs Bits kind of show. And ask good questions and stuff, because they really got into music and
that dude
dove
loves
into
country
stuff.
Music, you know.
I mean,
Huge
while we're
country
doing
music.
this, Blasey,
Yeah.
I mean, you know, I've got more.
Sure. Show. I mean,
you know, I've got.
I thought
more.
It was great. I want to go back and listen to the show, because I felt like when I was in it, I was just trying to stay engaged enough, but not.
I know,
too much. You know, it's like I don't.
And
know
didn't want to interrupt because he was, and because you could interject. And this was one of the best parts. It's at the very end, like it's the end of the show. JR coming in. I love how he mentioned in the beginning, you know, we like to play this game, little bits of controversy. Like, you think the shit we've had enough time to put together a little bits of controversy with this guy?
Controversy. I mean, I would love to. I put something together, but I got none. I got zero. I look down at my blank. It's funny. I even look down at my page right here. I've got guests, sponsors, content. That's all was written on my page.
Dude, that is what a handler does. He knows.
Yes.
Number one, I already know his answer. He knows. Come on, guys. I know that you're going to fly and you're going to do this, and I can't talk without pausing, but he can. But you know, he knew that it would be fine, that we would have zero issues talking to this guy, and he was correct.
He was absolutely
He wouldn't put us in a bad position, is what I'm getting at. He knows how to handle
things. He knows
how to handle
things.
Dude.
Yeah.
He knows how to handle. Let's see. All right, so here we go. This was the funnest to me.
Last question for you though, Kurt. This is something new I want to start doing with everybody.
Okay.
There were some big names you just dropped there. Who is the biggest name or most well-known person that you have in your cell phone?
Probably. Okay, I'm going to give you two answers. At one point in time, it was Kobe Bryant.
Wow.
And
wow.
And the story behind that, I guessed his email address one time. Sent him an email. He responded like, "Holy shit, that worked! Are you kidding me?
What? Are you kidding me?
I'm not." So and then started a rapport with him about some stuff. And then I would say, you know, I think you can make a case that maybe Mark Cuban might be the biggest.
Wow.
Pretty daggum big one.
Pretty big one.
Yeah, it's pretty big.
Wow.
It's like I'm kind of torn. It's like it's either Mark or McGraw. It's like one of those two. Tim McGraw would be one too.
Oh, man, that's
so
solid.
That's solid. Y'all just thought I knew some people. You know what I mean? It's not about what you know. It's who you know. And I know Kurt, and Kurt knows everybody. So
that's awesome.
So
man.
We'll have Kurt back on again soon. This is going to be a wild electoral season.
Oh, yeah.
Kurt, you're going to have to be our resident.
I'll be your DC correspondent here. For Tigs and Bits.
An official title.
Look, yes, we do have a DC
we're going to double
now,
down on that, and he has another thing coming, dude. I think it's exactly what I said after that, but we mean it.
We got to get him some Tigs Bits gear. We got to get him geared up, so then he can just throw that thing over to do a quick correspondent piece for us. We can come in live. He can be standing out in front of the White House. You know what I mean? Like, we need an update here, Kurt. You know. And then not get an update on the presidential race. Let's talk about what's going on in country music from the White House. How cool would that be? You know what I mean? Or from whatever.
Yeah, we're not.
Yeah,
look, we know we kind of been skirting, tap dancing around politics a little bit. That's okay. We're going to just talk about it because you damn well better believe we're going to talk about the Democratic National Convention now. That's going to be fun. There apparently will be debates. That's going to be fun. How are we not going to talk about that? Blasey, you know what I'm looking the most forward to, though, whenever we do these lives and the way that things have seemed to have developed for our flow of the show?
I'm going to guess the fact that I'm actually a presidential write-in candidate now.
That's
David
the first thing.
David Lawrence are my campaign managers. We haven't talked about my presidential run yet. But other than that, what do you have?
That is, you and I did talk about that, and that is one of them. Number 2, and I'm vice presidential candidate. So
yes, absolutely. You're
of course, that it's official now. I didn't know we were letting that out.
Well,
Number 2,
yeah.
I don't remember. I mean, that just completely blew my mind. I forgot about that, Blasey. I forgot that we were going to run the country and that the whole Tigs Bits 2024 campaign.
Yeah, I mean, I know we're up to. So last presidential cycle, my buddy, he's actually a pretty big, old school, more dim than, new school. So he's kind of over a lot of stuff. So he started a big campaign. I got at least 15 votes last year as a write-in candidate. And then so now he partnered with my other buddy, David Benchabit, and they've come together. Really big campaign. I think we should probably show up to the DNC, with the whole, just here
Why
we come.
Why wouldn't we, Blasey?
You know what I mean? And let's
Why
do
wouldn't
this.
We?
Tigs Bits
Why the hell wouldn't we?
No,
but I didn't forget. What the hell I'm the most excited about, and it's because it's been happening all damn week, and I've been going to it. We are going to get to finally, Blasey, in our podcast, do what you and I love to do and not have to worry about it being evergreen and all of that bullshit. We can just talk about it. College freaking football, dude. Thursday Night Lives, there's going to be games lined up playing as we're talking about it. Big monster matchups coming up.
That calls for another shot of alpha.
Help it!
Oh, my God.
Help it! Because we're going to be talking about it. That is a fact. That is a fact. That's going to be fun. I think everybody will enjoy that we are going to flat out get into it.
Cannot wait. I applied for our credentials today at Troy, by the way. So
did you? Hey, I talked to a buddy of mine last night at Riley's practice, and I'll tell it. I don't care. I said, hey man, we were talking about getting those LSU credentials, and he went, yeah, I sent you the link. And I went, did you? I don't remember. And then I looked. He sure did. And yeah, I mean, phone was blowing up that day. I don't know what was happening, but anyhow, I'm working on it. I'm hoping to get some LSU
he's
credentials.
Like I don't want to name his position exactly, but he's a position coach, right?
He's no longer involved at LSU. I can't name him.
Okay, but former position coach, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And, but
that's cool. I'm not trying to name him. I'm just trying to say position.
I know that.
It's like 20 different positions.
I'll get in. Don't worry. It will work out. Rainey is in the house, and she is pumped that Mal is also in the house. Another chick. It is fun to have the ladies in here. Love having the ladies, Blasey. I love the ladies' support is, it's they're the ones who really they're the backbone of Tigs Bits. Honestly,
they're also a giant voice of reason, typically too. You know what I mean?
We need
just
that
something. Like one time they told us, I think it was Randy that told us to shut up. Like we were screaming all over each other one time.
I need it.
Audio's too low, too high, it's always good stuff. If you watch there's always something like that's quality. It's like, so it's always good.
Voice of reason.
We definitely
need
it. The voice of ladies. That is a VOR, voice of reason.
I understood.
I understand what I meant by that. Okay.
I totally understood. Thank you, Rainey. All right. Hey. See, this helps us get out of our little writer's block, which we had moved out of, but to hear it from Rainey means that, hell yeah, the podcasts are a lot better. We're trying to get better, Rainey, and we just know we get it. She understands. What I love about Rainey is that she gets it because we get excited. Me and you are extremely excitable. When we're live together, you got to see that.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Now, if you add a 0.10 delay to this feed, and then you do like what we did live at Props, our friends at Props, it's not going to sound good at all. So she's totally right. No. Oh my God. The champ is here.
Oh, there. I'm just about to say, other than that call of when Laird hit that world record, I've watched that a minimum 150 times. Maybe honestly, I think I watched it another 10 times today. It is.
I can't quit watching.
That's so good, man. And it was like, especially being there and just understanding everything that was happening in that moment and how big it was.
The reality of the fact that we got that shot, Blasey. That's what it is.
To every person I know that I haven't talked to in like a year. Last night, I got to feeling like I sent that out to like 35 people.
That's why there was an uptick.
Yes, exactly.
I was like, okay, a bunch of damn people watched that video today.
Yeah, I hammered it out last night to a lot of people. And, like people that I was like, you know what? I'm sure they haven't watched it here, but they need to see this. And they all loved it. I got a great response.
How could you not? How could you not? I did get a couple, and they always come at the tail end of the run of these videos. Like if they make a little movement on social media, it's the very tail end. That's how I know it's about to end. That's when the negative Nancy's come into the play or whatever. That's probably a negative connotation now, but they start coming in. Somebody was like, that was great. Could you stop the screaming? And I'm like, damn, I turned that way down in the video. Like, I mean, but that's what happened.
Have you ever watched somebody break a world record in front of you that you were been sweating?
You know what? I don't let that kind of stuff. That doesn't bother me. But
you're lucky it wasn't louder. One time you did yell how like you were in the bottom of a well and about to die. I love that part when you go, how? I mean, you're just like, it's like you're dying and you need him to save your life. And then you brought it back into the, nothing but the bottom of the net.
I just morphed into a whole other person.
The whole thing, like every moment is so unbelievable. I keep laughing my butt off.
Hilarious.
It's great, dude.
Oh no, it's just one of the best moments ever. Like we'll never forget it. Ever. Thank you again, Sal, for making that sucker. Woo! That was gonna be a rough one if he didn't. Oh my God, yeah. But man, dude, it's been wild. Let me look at my notes.
I don't even want to say this, but I gotta say it, and I really want to move on really rapidly.
All right,
I want to drop this. All right. J.D. Vance and a couch. I don't understand what's happening there.
All right.
I would get back to another day, but I just saw that today as a headline, and I mean.
Okay.
Like
yeah, I've been seeing this too in my group text. I have no idea either what the hell's happening with that. I
never thought I'd see that as a headline.
I have thoughts about what it could be. So chat, get after it. Y'all just
we can move on.
We're gonna move on.
A little weird, but
y'all don't move on. I'll catch up and we'll announce what we think it is or what it is. But Blasey, I wanted to talk about I interviewed yesterday just kind of out of nowhere.
Yeah.
This guy Shane Griffin, who owns an interior design place called Marsh here in Baton Rouge. Cool place. Super expensive, nice swag. I mean, not too crazy, but, just he has cool stuff. Super, super awesome dude. Well, my neighbor down the street.
Where all the highfaluters go to get good stuff.
That's exactly where they go.
Yeah,
You're damn right.
Nothing wrong with that.
Not a damn thing. That's in the Bocage Village, which is where this market is I'm about to talk about. Is that it's a highfalutin place, okay? That's just what it is. But damn fine stuff there. So anyhow, my neighbor down the street, Renee, we were down there Sunday eating crabs, doing like I was telling you, just chilling out, visiting. We started talking about she started talking about this chicken salad. Her son works there at Calvin's, and she started talking about how it was going viral. And I went, I saw that. Bethenny Frankel was going insane over this chicken salad that was sent to her, and she lives in the Hamptons, and anyhow, I'm like, what the hell?
Can you tell me, though, the only thing I know she's some sort of a big deal. Who is Bethenny Frankel?
All right, so Bethenny Frankel got her fame from the Real Housewives of New York. That isn't that's where it started. Then she started that Skinny Girl Margarita or Skinny and all that stuff, that Skinny Girl line of products.
Wow, okay, she's a big deal. So
yes, she is. So that's Bethenny Frankel. She identifies herself as a chicken salad connoisseur, much like I call myself a brisket connoisseur.
Yeah,
because I am. Yeah. So that's what she did, and Shane owns this studio not far. He's a huge fan of the chicken salad of Calvin's. Calvin's is a little market that is in this shopping center. It's like a highfalutin shopping center with some little restaurants and all this stuff around it, and a damn nice grocery store. Okay, so he likes to get Calvin's chicken salad, and then he eats it with this Cabot's cheese, a sharp cheddar cheese from Vermont, these candied jalapenos from Lafitte's that's made here in Louisiana.
Yeah,
unbelievable. And he eats them with wheat thin, so just puts a little bite and all that.
Boom, 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 a little stacker
That's it.
situation.
Yeah, and I've never eaten chicken salad like that, but I've had Calvin's chicken salad for years.
Yeah, Calvin's chicken salad's been on point forever.
It's the truth, and it has been the truth.
A combo little with his fancy
combo
plates.
that is
it's like if you're if you got like a platter rolling around somewhere, you got something on a cracker, you use the Calvin's, you got the cheese, and you got a little candied jalapeno, you got something special sitting on that cracker.
Just a special little bite is what it is. So this guy did that.
Sounds phenomenal. My mouth's watering. It sounds phenomenal.
It's much like stuff that you and I have done, Blasey.
Oh, yeah.
He tagged Bethenny Frankel in this. One day he's just like, hey, she's a chicken salad connoisseur. He knew that. So I'm going to tag her in it. He did. He made a little video, and then she's like,
what was his video?
Let me be the judge of that.
That's the video I hadn't seen. I've seen the follow-up video after she saw it and prepared the basket. But what was the video he actually sent her? Like, what did it look like?
Let me show you.
Oh, there we go.
I'm so glad you asked, Blasey, while I'm pulling it up.
And I'm asking this out of honesty because I've got to.
I know you are. No, I know.
At the tail end, I saw the final product, but I'm missing some of the backstory. So this is perfect. It's bringing it all together for me.
I know that you've been out all day, and I haven't even sent it to you. I posted this on socials today, which you have not seen, to be fair. So here you go. This is
the thought process on how you put this basket together, and because it's a very nice basket, and now has taken off to what you see here behind us.
Well, when I knew I was shipping her product, the designer in me wanted it to be aesthetically pleasing. I didn't want to look like some hick from the South.
Right.
I got a basket. I lined it with a French linen from Custom Linens, and then we put the products, the Lafitte's and the Calvin's and all that. I just thought, oh, this will be nice. And it was. She liked it. She liked the presentation. From there, she posted that video, and then I think she posted maybe 3 more calling out Calvin's.
There you go.
Dude, that's awesome. So he had shown a video one time when he tagged her originally where he was showing he did this little triple combo deal and how good it was. And then she was like, I got to try that. And so he put the basket together and he shipped it to her, and she ate it.
Bingo.
And loved it and retweeted it.
And she reviewed it. She put,
whatever,
I don't have the video, but y'all can go check it out on TikTok.
That's cool, man.
So she reviewed it, loved it, obviously, because it's from the South. It's a traditional chicken salad, all that stuff. It's pureed, if you really want to know. And I mean, it is phenomenal. The only chicken salad that is better, and my mom's is way different. It's a little sweet. My mom's is sweeter than this, but it's the closest thing to my mom's that I've ever been able to buy in a store. It's just phenomenal. I mean, my mom loves it. My mom, if she doesn't feel like making a chicken salad, that's what she does. My wife makes a phenomenal one, uses the same recipe as my mom. We kick it up a little bit more with some spices and stuff, but still, you're talking top 3 that I've ever had.
Wow.
Yeah,
I mean, maybe we should start making some Tigs Bits chicken salad then.
Well, I need to whenever I come visit you next time, I will 1,000,000% bring you some because it's special. I didn't realize, it's just it's brought attention to something that I already just took for granted. It's like, okay.
So he's shipping out. So now he has taken on the burden.
So he's putting together that basket and putting it into a box. He is putting together the Shane's bundle or the Shane's basket.
He's got it in that refrigerated too, right? With dry ice and all, right?
He's using dry ice. It's next day air. That was what all those boxes were behind us that were lining. So we went to the grocery store, and y'all can watch all of this. It's on our YouTube. It's on Facebook, Twitter, the full video. It's 14 minutes long. It's a great, fascinating little interview about how all this stuff happened. Just a little side podcast that we dropped yesterday.
It was awesome. It was great.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, I saw it for the first time when you released
so much fun.
it. I know. I mean,
Shout
you
out.
talked about it. I just didn't understand it until you released it.
But it is a craze, Blasey. It's insane.
How many packages a day is he sending out?
So, all right. So that these may not be 100% true numbers, but I feel they are. These statistics come from my neighbor Renee, whose son works at Calvin's. So apparently they used to, and I mean, you could probably just guess. They used to they make this stuff every single day. Their chicken salad. They used to make about 600 pounds of it a day.
Good Lord.
Yeah, dude. They say, I mean, this place is known for their chicken salad.
Good.
And that may go for a day or two. I don't know the rotation, but it don't go for long.
Dang.
Now they've doubled it. They're making like 1,200 pounds a day of this stuff.
That's a lot of chickens.
It's a lot of chicken salad. And it's damn good. But they have plenty of it in stock. They're able to keep up. This promotion, I would call it a promotion that Shane is putting on. You can find him. Go to our TikTok videos. They've had lots of views. All of them have links to March. It's his handle's like Shane Griffin 4405 or something like that on TikTok. Yeah. Just go to our TikTok. I've tagged him and everything. You can get direct. You can go find him. TikTok, everywhere. All the social media channels that you can see there on your screen. There's tags with him in it.
Yeah.
But so it's like $105 to ship this out. But Blasey, I bought the package.
That's shipping and everything.
Yes, with shipping. Next day air with dry ice. You can't. I mean, if you're in New York City, you think you could go to Baton Rouge, pick this up, and come. No, you can't. It's $50 to get it, basically. 47 is what it costs.
How many a day, ish?
I don't. Well, he had. I think.
Oh,
yesterday,
well, you just told me the 1,200
I think yesterday
deal.
he was putting. I think he was shipping 50+ boxes
Lord.
yesterday to 22 different states.
That is crazy.
Yesterday.
Man.
That was yesterday.
That is crazy.
Now, keep in mind, this guy's an interior designer, Blasey. He ain't making a lot of money doing this, bro.
Over $6,000 worth of chicken salad kits. That's not even anything to do with his business. Like, this is nothing to do with him. He's just doing it to do it.
He's just doing it to do it. Now, I mean, I'm sure that he maybe gets a little bit of a cut on that amount of chicken salad. I would hope to God he does, because he's doing Calvin's a huge favor. The demand has been off the chains. People from Italy, Greece, people are all around the world. By the way, I've noticed some of our latest videos. Shout out to Italy, Canada.
Really?
Yeah, dude. We
get some Italians.
Yes, sir. About
I need to put my Italian. So my son's
14.5%.
got an Italian flag over his bed. Like, my whole family on my dad's side of the family from Scranton. So there's a big Italian,
unbelievable
driver right here. So everybody just know that. Thank you, Italy.
If I could live anywhere in the world, it would be Italy. So shout out to Italy. I love you guys. Man. I love
Sicily
you guys.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's insane.
Dude, this whole chicken salad thing's just crazy.
Yeah.
And we were in the middle of everything else, and Renee throws this at me on Sunday, and I'm like, oh, hell yeah. Let's jump into this. And so she says, well, I know this guy who started this trend. And I went, I know about the trend. And so here we are. This is how all of this happened.
That's fantastic.
Go back to it. And Renee, and shout out to Renee. Thank you for that. It's been fun. It's that kind of stuff that got us back into our mojo, Blasey. That's where we're good.
Oh yeah, it's like my Millie Ray's adventure that morning that just started.
Billy Ray,
Millie Ray's.
They have it. Millie Ray's. They have it. Not Billy Ray Cyrus. They're Millie Ray Cyrus. They have them at Target.
Yes.
Here in Baton Rouge.
Do they really?
Allegedly. I haven't
I
been
tried that Target thing and it did not work out for me.
That's what I'm afraid of.
But I tend to believe because one of the two was right. The Millie Ray's tracker shows that they are right. So I'm telling you what, I've been missing that Sister Schubert, Parker House style roll wrapped in that that little fine little sausage wrapped in that roll and that hand. We used to eat 2 of those a week, a tray of those a week.
Those things
2
are so
trays
good.
a week.
You're right. I've looked in grocery stores all week,
in the house.
and they have those crappy ass cinnamon ones.
Oh, and they
you're talking about and
that twirl, that sausage.
They have the yeast
garbage.
rolls though.
They got the
and their yeast rolls
whatever.
still kick ass.
It's a great
which
roll.
They're the same roll. They just don't have the sausage.
They don't have that dang sausage in the middle, which I'm looking for. But Millie Ray's does have.
But you know, you can just buy the thing and then put your own Conecuh in it, slide it in. Is that thing? You know, you can do that, Blasey.
You could do it. It's just not the same. I want
Okay.
to bake up and be inside there hiding like an Easter egg.
You want the grease to kind of form out with the biscuit, so you taste a little of that smoke. You taste a little bit of that flavor.
Bring me a
comes
tray.
Out into the,
Bring that thing done for me. I could cook my own hamburgers too, but you know what I mean? I want to go to a hamburger restaurant that's so good that I enjoy and get it there. I don't want to cook it at the house. So Millie Ray's has stepped in to fill the gap, just like Chevy Chase tried to do with David Letterman back in the late 80s with his late night talk show. It did not work out, but Millie Ray's has filled the gap, unlike Chevy Chase.
They have.
And so it is special. I did that little review there. That was a fun little Saturday. And I also got some new software that I can play with. And the same thing that Brittany uses, I use the same software that she uses now. So I'm going to be doing some cool stuff there. And speaking of, I'm going to announce something right now that you don't know anything about. I'm about to do. And today, part of my adventure, I stopped in a little market thing down by the river. We were driving back from Op, trying to get back to that little Holmes Creek place, and there was this little market store, and I stopped in there, and they had just a cooler full of Kelly's sausage. Dude, Kelly's has been outmarketed. Kelly's has done the worst job of promoting their really fine sausage. They make a rope sausage, too, that's so good, like Conecuh. But unfortunately, you just don't see it anymore because they don't get it in the stores, and Conecuh's just kick their butts in distribution and getting it in all the places. So I'm fixing to do a Conecuh and Kelly's taste test.
All right.
So I'm going to grill them up. But I bought some sausage today, and I'm going to go probably up to Props, take a little grill up there, my little Weber, set up off the side, and we're going to do a little Kelly's versus Conecuh, you know, a little sausage off. You know what I mean? Like, let's just see let's look at this fine Alabama sausage and let's just compare them because they're both great sausages. Like that's like, you know, let's don't kid ourselves. They're fantastic sausage, but we're going to find out who's the king of Alabama on sausage.
Dude, and I think that chat, y'all jump in this. I think that y'all want to see more of that stuff. That's kind of what we honestly, Blasey, that's what we were doing right before. Like we got hit with a level 5 or a Cat 5 hurricane you got to spur out all of this content, which we've done
into a little bit. Yeah.
Kind of, because we were rolling into that with how the Cajun accent lady and we're getting back to that. Like that's where Mal came in and helped me. Like we got to get back to our roots, which that is our roots. We love food. Everybody loves food. We can all agree with that.
You know what I mean? And like, some funny stuff and base it around some stuff.
Wait, Shannon's Butcher Block. Shout out to my man. Look, I'll never not pimp him
we start
enough.
Talking about food, and he just comes flying.
He just shows up.
He smells.
Isn't that amazing? Where can he find? How could he get some Kelly's sausage?
Man,
that's the problem.
That is a great
I think that's what we're trying to expose.
So Mr. Kelly, and I used to play poker with Mr. Kelly back in the day. He was the last of the living Kellys. He sold that. He sold Kelly's, but Kelly's is still operating under that same brand as Kelly's, and they're using everything they have. I forget who he sold it off to. This has been like 6 years ago. And you think he sold it for like $70 million. You would have thought that you would have seen Kelly's sausage in every place you went into. And I swear their distribution network like went in half. Places I used to could find it, I can't find it anymore. It's like it's harder to find than it like when Mr. Kelly was running it versus now this big conglomerate's running it, and they don't know how to get it out there. Where Conecuh's kicking butt and Conecuh's still privately owned. It's just crazy. So I can't tell you. I'll look into it, but you can go to I guess just look up Kelly sausage and I don't know, man.
We'll find out more.
Yeah,
I mean, we're good. That's why I think we're going to kind of dive into
really
this.
Good sausage. It's great. Sausage.
Mallory makes a really good point. She didn't know that Bama made sausage, and look, no, Bama makes fantastic sausage, but what she's referring to is that 337 in Louisiana, and there is a little part, Blasey, and I don't know if you are aware of this. I think you are because I've kind of told you I make sausage. I love it.
You do make sausage.
I do. I love making sausage. I've learned from my buddy Jason Bertrand and Eunice he kind of taught me how to do it. But
you know what's funny is you came to stay with me last weekend or 2 weekends ago, and you didn't bring me a single pack.
I don't have
sausage.
any. I'm out.
You're out.
I gotta
Okay.
make some.
All
Yeah.
right. Okay.
No, I 100% would have brought you some.
Yeah,
I think
was
I
kinda
have
hoping-
brought you
I
some
took-
though in the past that I've made. Didn't I? When that
no.
Texas game, it doesn't matter. Anyhow,
Maybe you
I'll
did.
bring you some.
You actually did. Sorry, you did.
I
Bud.
thought I did.
You
Yeah.
did. And it was phenomenal.
It is. Yes.
It was
And
great.
thank you.
We're
Shout
talking
out
about
to
store
Jason.
bought sausage too. Like
Yeah, we're talking store bought. This is homemade, but there are places all around South Louisiana, especially over around Eunice, Lake Charles, kind of in that area, that there's a lot of smokhouses, and it's pecan smoked sausage, and dude, Rabideau's would be a store bought sausage that I need to pick up to bring to you to sample. Like they can do it over here too, I promise you. And I know they can do it everywhere. I mean, it's sausage, brother. They do it in England, for God's sake.
But if you got really good sausage, it's really good sausage, though. You know what I mean? There's a lot of pretenders out there. Let's be real. And there's people that can really make good sausage. And you got to cut through the chase there to get down to who's actually producing a good product.
That's right. That's right. Shannon's Butcher Block. He'd love to try it. He's a sausage freak. He makes his too. I haven't had his, but I don't need to. I know it's good, dude. There is zero doubt in my mind that Shannon's sausage just absolutely slays, dude. Hillbilly loves it. I know Hillbilly loves it. He's one of the guys that's on TikTok for sure that loves all of our stuff, especially when we're talking about barbecue. And that's kind of where we're getting, Blasey. People like to hear it. They like to see this kind of stuff. Let's get back to it. Let's get back to what brought people to us to begin with. Of course, Bubba. Of course, all that stuff. But we got to do our own shit, too. And that's what we're getting back to, as you can hear, which is fun.
And
Stacy
the
G.
dude.
Stacy G is in the house. If I didn't shout her out earlier. She said she's never had sausage or any pork for that matter.
Oh, she's not a pork eater. I mean, if you don't eat pork, I'm not trying to convince you. If you eat
No.
pork,
There's
you need
beef.
to definitely try these sausage.
We can Texas Hillbilly knows what's up, and so does Shannon. We can get into that Texas beef sausage too discussion. My God,
yeah.
We'll get JD Marsh in for that one.
Oh yeah. Yeah, dude. We got some cool guests coming in too. I mean, the handler has pulled his lever just a touch here lately, and
Yes. And he may jump in here in a minute. We haven't talked about where's JR.
That text the other day, I got so excited about, like when I saw who was on that text, and I was like, and what's good is it's somebody I actually know that has no idea that I'm a part of this show. And he don't even know what show it is. He just knows it's
right.
JR.
Oh, yes.
We're about to hit him in two different directions. I said, you know what? Let's just keep this a surprise. Get him on this thing, and I want to just go, boom, we're recording, and him go like, dude, is that Chad Blake?
He has no idea. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I can't wait. It's going to be so good because that's exactly what we're going to do.
He's kind of a big deal.
He is kind of a big deal. He is kind of a big deal. It's such what a
Yeah.
dick move for us to just kind of tease this with everybody, though. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, I don't know. I think he's going to be great. His
look,
stories are.
I want you.
Hey,
We'll give you some hints. He plays golf. Think about October, maybe even specifically Halloween, and then y'all maybe tie it together.
And Halloween.
Yeah, we do a weekly show. What happens on Halloween? There's your hint. Let's just move on, Blasey. If you can't fill it in from there, then you ain't a sports fan.
You're right.
Rainey loves pork, and Stacy and look, everybody loves pork.
Everybody, the greatest pork ever.
It's unbelievable. And beef sausage, yes, Stacy G. Check out beef sausage in Texas. Just go down a rabbit hole of looking at like Terry Black's barbecue, all that, and just beef sausage rings that they make in Central Texas is phenomenal. Shannon says that he makes his with brisket.
Oh man, I know
So
that's
there you
good.
go.
But do you mix?
God, I hadn't
do you
had
mix
that
your
either,
brisket?
man.
Well, everybody does this, even with deer sausage. Do you mix it with pork fat? Everybody always
Good
throws
question.
some
I mean,
pork
I
in
would
there.
think you would.
Everybody use pork fat
Good
for
question.
everything.
Good question, Shannon. If you're watching, do you mix that beef sausage with some pork? I've never made it. I want to make it because it's so daggum good. But dude, you talk about greasy. Like when you snap it It's just like
Oh,
you
it's
poured
is it a
water out
poppy
of a
snap?
water bottle.
Is it really?
It is.
It's got to have some
kinda
pork
greasy.
in there. Beef ain't doing
I
that
think
by
it's just
itself.
straight up beef fat.
Beef.
I
Oh,
really
yeah.
don't
Well,
know.
I guess I guess if you grind
Yeah,
the
it's
beef fat-
100% brisket. There you go.
Oh, 100% brisket. So you get the
100%
beef fat and
brisket, yeah,
everything.
so nothing but beef fat. Yeah,
Dude,
that
I wanna
makes
try
sense.
That. Yeah, that does make sense.
Oh, it's good, dude.
It's not lean like deer meat. Where you go
No, there's
50-50
it
on the deer and pork. Yeah.
No. It is not lean. Not at all.
Wow. That sounds
Mallory
good.
loves deer sausage. Heck yes. I
Oh,
love
deer
deer
sausage, so
sausage.
good.
Jalapeno deer sausage. You have to cut deer sausage with pork.
Yes,
you have to.
You do.
Hillbilly loves pecan smoked pork.
Oh man.
Yes.
I think I'm gonna
smoke
smoke
You're right.
I'm gonna
You're
smoke a
right.
butt. I think this weekend now, talking about all this, like this has got me going. Like I like to smoke some pork. Throw some.
I know, dude. I
throw
hadn't
some
smoked
sausage
anything in a
around.
while either. It's kind of. I think
Sling
it's
a little
time.
sausage, sling a little Boston butt. You know, like just a nice grill fest. You know what I mean? Everything rolling.
Exactly.
But I'm ready to do this challenge between Kelly's and Conecuh. Just
I love
Alabama
this
sausage.
idea.
Because I always
this
thought
idea.
that like had this idea. It's probably the worst idea, but I thought it'd be kind of funny and real. Elba, which is near Troy, and South Alabama, is USA, which is in Mobile, which is near Evergreen, and Conecuh, and then Elba is near Troy, which is Kelly's. We could have like when they played each other, have it one sponsored by Conecuh, one sponsored by Kelly's, and call it the Sausage Bowl.
There it is.
It might be a
The
little weird.
sausage bowl. I
And
love
just have
that.
a big sausage off. Like
Why wouldn't we?
Battle of the Sausages.
Battle of. It's generally a sausage party in here, so why the hell wouldn't we do that too? You know what I mean?
It's kind of like what's his name? Your boy with the Senior Bowl having your meat. Examined
Oh yeah,
at the Senior Bowl.
T-Bob.
Yeah. Maybe we get T-Bob to come over and help.
T-Bob does the
call this
sausage
thing.
off. Oh,
He would probably
now
like
we're
this.
dude.
Yeah.
Now we're
Nice
thinking.
collaboration there. T-Bob be
Now
perfect
we're
for this.
thinking. Now we're thinking.
Do
dude,
you prefer Kelly sausage or do you like Conecuh sausage? Whatever you prefer, but if you like sausage, Troy, Alabama's the place to be to
It
look
has
for
sausage. I love it, dude. Let's see. I want to play a couple of these, Blasey. Hopefully they play
'em, buddy.
good. I want to play some of these commercials we're going to be running.
Oh yes, please, please do, because I haven't seen them.
We teed them up, and then we just said, "Screw you,
Yeah,
we ain't
whatever,
showing you
forget
that shit." That's not. That's
Sponsor,
why would
sponsor.
we? We're gonna wait an hour because this doesn't run until next week. So anyhow, here's the Floribama.
Shout out Alpha.
Visit us at the world-famous Floribama, a legendary honky-tonk beach bar located on the gorgeous white sandy beaches of the Gulf Coast where Orange Beach, Alabama meet Perdido Key, Florida. Floribama offers live music 365 days a year across 4 different stages, over 20 major events for all ages, a walk-up oyster bar for a snack while enjoying some of our delicious cocktails, and memories that are guaranteed to last a lifetime. Come do it with us on the line. For more information, visit our website at floribama.com.
Hell yeah, go see our good friends.
Greatest bar in America, man.
It really is, isn't it? It's gonna be so fun running those.
And that video,
Right
that
Now
video was
TV.
great, and that commercial was great, but it does not do it justice when you go
Mm-mm.
there and what it's actually taking place. Like it is
No.
insane from room to room to room to room, bar to bar to bar, like just connected. Like you pop out of one place into another. It's like multiple worlds colliding. It's so fun.
Rainey says it was a real sausage fest tonight, boys. It totally was. I mean, it started, this whole show tonight started out with us just diving in. What the hell did we start this thing with? What were we talking about? Like, oh yeah, by the way, we're live, and
Oh
here
yeah,
are.
we talked about the 705.
That's exactly
still
what we did. The
alive.
705, that Ted Turner,
Yeah,
how
that
that
Ted
whole deal
Turner.
started, and then here we go. We get to the end of this whole deal, and we're still doing the same. But we gotta
We're trying to thrive and drive.
thrive
Look,
and
705.
drive,
We got
thrive
the
and
sausage
drive,
left.
drive, passion, and performance. Is it performance or patience? I want it to be patience.
Okay, it is. God, it's on my phone. I'm using my phone. I wrote it today. It's It's I don't know why I cannot remember it because like
It's
after
so hard,
I screwed
dude.
it up to begin with, so it's drive's the second word. I think it's pride, passion, no, pride, drive, and performance, or is it pride? No, is it
I will
performance,
only hear it the way you
drive,
said
and
it.
passion. So it's one of those, man. I don't know. I wrote it on my phone today when I was listening to the Loner and Stoner podcast, and it came on. I just stopped everything I was doing. I was like, let me write this down because I know drive's the second word, but I can't bring them. I think passion's the last one. But
I think it is. I don't know.
it's loud.
Speaking of, hey, Rainey says that the Floribama is a really cool place. No doubt about it. I have no idea if this video will play or not. Speaking of another cool place,
Click it.
it doesn't work. Yeah, I didn't figure it would.
Why would you think it would not work? And why did it not
Well,
work?
I do.
Did it look like a bad video? It was like, did it have like a frowny face on it?
It did. It smiled at me. It said something wrong, and then it said, "You need to click this one, you son of a bitch." So I did.
Next tee time at Cypress Bend Golf Resort in Toledo Bend Lake Country. The stunning redesigned course welcomes players of all levels, from new golfers to seasoned pros. Located along Toledo Bend Lake, the course features 10 unforgettable waterfront holes with lush fairways and panoramic views. Big fun awaits you beyond the greens. Book a guided fishing trip at our world-class fishery. Visit the new Toledo Bend Family Adventure Park. Swing into action and plan your dream getaway to Toledo Bend Lake Country today.
Hell yes,
Man, that looks awesome. I didn't
Toledo
realize
Bend, baby.
that
Where I'm
a really
from.
nice golf course.
It's a great golf course. They just redid it.
Yeah.
Uh,
Had to bring
totally.
the sticks over there a little bit, play a little golf.
Why wouldn't you?
catch a
You need to
bass.
come over here now. It's an 8-hour drive from you because it's 3 hours 15 minutes from where I'm sitting.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, we need to go play. It's a tough golf course. It's a Tom Fazio course, I do believe.
Oh, is it really?
I'm pretty sure it is.
I love I'm not a giant so he designed Camp Creek down here. Camp Creek is my favorite golf course in all of Northwest Florida, and it's so deceiving. I don't care if you play golf or you don't play golf. This is
It's
cool.
I know exactly where it's
Dude,
at.
you tee off. First of all, it's gorgeous, right? But you tee off, he also messes with your mind a little bit. So you're, let's say, 170 yards out, and you know what you should hit at 170. But the way he does the bunkers, it's an optical illusion. He makes the bunkers really big, and they get smaller, and the fairway gets narrower, and it looks like it's 210 yards. So you always find yourself over swinging, even with the right club in your hand, and you hit a bad shot, and it's like, man, Fazio got me again.
He does.
You know what I mean? It's like you have to stay true to that number, but the visual that he throws out there really messes with you. It's an optical illusion all day long out there. So those are fun courses.
Oh yeah, dude. They have one, Squire Creek in North Louisiana. Man, that place is. I've never been to Augusta, but if it has to be the closest to what it would be like, and if you're standing on the green and you look back to the box, you do not see any sand traps. It looks flat. But if you're at the tee box and you're looking towards the green, you see there's like eight sandboxes throughout, scattered at sand traps.
It's a
scattered
visual
throughout.
mind game.
It's
that he plays with
mind blowing
you.
the
It
way
is.
that dude designs it. I'm not 100% on that with Cypress Bend, but dude, I'm pretty sure.
It
I'm
took
sure
me
that I'm
probably
right.
playing that course 10 times to realize what he was doing to me. Like, I didn't figure it out day one. Like,
Yeah,
I was
that's
like,
what he's-
why am I coming out here and shooting 95? Like, why am I hitting so many bad shots? And I started realizing what was going down. And I was like, you son of a gun, you know? But then I saw the genius in it, so it's cool.
Mallory says the water park has adult drinks. That's clutch.
Ooh,
Gotta
that's
have
always
that.
clutch. That is always
And
clutch.
if you want to laugh, watch John play golf. He played for Manny's Mardi Gras and broke his club. Hey, it can happen. It's a tough golf course. It was traditionally tight. It still is. They really only changed like the last 3 holes of the deal. They reconfigured them a little. It's not the last hole's definitely massive. You drive in a different. The last 2 holes are, but it's more of a scenic view of Toledo Bend as you're finishing, and there's so many little restaurants that are popping up everywhere and all of that stuff. So anyhow, go to Toledo Bend.
Dude. I'm ready
I
to
think
come over
everybody
there.
who watches this knows that I love it, but so happy to have them on board moving forward. I think it'd be great because our show that will be going out where these commercials are truly going to be running is nationwide, and hopefully will help to bring some tourism back to the great state of Louisiana and everywhere else. Jason Hilton's in the house, by the way.
Jason Hilton is in the house, and we are nationwide. Is on your side.
We are
nationwide insurance.
We
guys.
are
if you guys
on your
are listening.
side.
We'd love to have nationwide insurance to become part of the show. So
why
nationwide,
wouldn't we?
We are on your side.
We would love to be on your side. We really would, dude.
Yes,
we really would. But I mean, man, I think we've covered just about everything. Recent events here that's been going on. Blasey,
I got an Apple Watch.
Oh my God, you did, didn't you?
I didn't get one. I bought one 2 years ago, and I forgot it was in there. It was 8. I bought it for my son, but he never would use it. He never even set it up. And I was like, you know what? You're not going to use this thing. I'll use it. So I started using it a few days ago, and I'm trying to see the benefits of it. I'm not 100% sold, but I do like the heart rate thing, and it is nice as I'm sitting here. I did not know I left my phone at the house today. I went to the gym. I can still get text if I'm on the Wi-Fi network there. That is really cool because I'm in there working out and texts are coming across. Now, don't get me wrong, it's tough to text. That was really tiny things.
It's not
but
the best,
I was sending like go to the lake, and it was like Decatur Scott Drake. Like that did not work well. But I did get that, and then also I mentioned to you the PS5. All the kids were here playing last night.
So jealous.
That was so cool.
Yeah, Blasey's played freaking college football 2024.
I don't know what I'm doing at all.
And I haven't.
I don't know what I'm doing at all. I didn't play college football in the past, so I just saw it.
Oh, okay. Well, my neighbor and I, we talked about it yesterday, actually. I think we'll have it. I will most likely play it this weekend, finally.
Yeah.
I'm just not paying $700 to play a video game, Blasey. I just can't justify it.
Well, like I said, I found out my son's got a PS5. I didn't even know he had a PS5, and I was like, oh, yeah, okay. Now we're talking about $70.
I have a computer that could mine freaking Bitcoin, but I can't play this damn game, Blasey. It pisses me off. Don't even get me started. We're trying to wrap this up.
Oh, I get it, man. Now, good show, man. Good show.
It was a great show. Appreciate everybody.
Yeah, absolutely.
Being
Thank
in
y'all,
here
man.
as always. Shout out to all of you guys. Look, go share this thing. Keep watching our stuff. As we talked about, we're so daggum close on YouTube to being able to receive super chats and stuff like that. And we want to. But if you just want to send us a little sling, a little cash, Blasey, hit us with them digits.
Oh, man, we finally are set up on Venmo, folks. We got at Tigs Bits. Very simple. We kept it simple. At Tigs Bit on Venmo. If anybody wants to donate to the show in any way, for whatever reason, in any capacity, we definitely would appreciate it. So just check us out on Venmo at Tigs Bits.
Tigs Bits. At Tigs Bits. Yeah, we will
yeah.
accept it. We sure will. Here he comes. Handler checks in. He hates he missed the show. He just landed in Nashville. He said, like, literally, this is what was going to happen. But he did probably get to see it. Hopefully, he got to stream it a little bit while he was on the plane. Probably couldn't chat and all. That's just the way it is. Rainey missed you, JR. Stacy G says, "What's up?" And I know everybody else does, but
hey, if we had that wrestling belt that they used on Bubba's show over the last week, I mean, JR's definitely got the belt over the last week.
Oh, he's got the belt. Yes.
I mean,
1,000,000%.
You've been wearing the belt for months. Like, I'll just be real. But JR has got the belt this last week. You know what I mean? With this guest, boom, boom, boom.
Here I go.
Here it comes.
Yeet, yeet, yeet. Yeet! The belt is JR's, my friend.
Yes, it
Ain't no doubt. It's yours, buddy. We'll see you next week.